we are here, finally, after a day. I know, it's been so long, but... Oh, anything recommended? Of course. But no. We're going to the quest. We're hitting Act 3, A Nation That Doesn't Exist. In the aid of a Kuvaki beam, now a new crisis looms over Nod Krai. Gonna enter focused mode. And jump right in. So wait 2 days later. Now it has been a minute, so I feel like everything's gonna pop back to me once we're in, but I do know we left off and Columbina wasn't really in the best of shape, but we decided to give her space and time. So I'm here. Oh, and the cliffhanger at the end too with Varka running into a rear.
Oh, it's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to?
That is the question, Paimon. That really is the question.
If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
No. If it was that simple, I feel like a lot of things could get resolved in a faster time period of time. Jeez. Faster, just faster.
Hello!
Oh,
You must be the traveler in Paimon?
yeah, that's urgency. What's up?
Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry.
Oh,
He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
got it.
The Wild Hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there right away. Come on, let's go.
Yep, nope. No time to waste. Hello. Oh, jeez. I almost fell. I do need to farm that stuff, but we have more things to focus on.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This
Soulless.
whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
So he's genuinely just going around absorbing, like taking Kuvaki?
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Ah, everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rarir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol.
Yeah, that's...
As you can see, the Crystonite itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
And we're sure that Rarir did this.
It at least looks like he's the only one who would have left behind this visible of a change.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Exactly. He's the only one we at least know of at this moment who could have done this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Oh, we cannot have that continuing.
Traveler, Do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
I remember that well. He was already extremely dangerous even then.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Nod Krai, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
With his sanity already basically non-existent, what would give him like the wherewithal to be able to hide and kind of plan out his attack? Even if it's not as planned out as it looks, it is odd that he's not so visible and easy to
Yeah,
track.
if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
Yeah, we did manage to mess it up a little bit.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Yeah, very good thing, yeah.
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That is true enough.
Actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rahir of Solnari before all this.
That's kind of intimidating for Nefer not to have heard anything beforehand. Like, it makes sense, but also does not change that it's intimidating.
I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nod Krai, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki.
Ooh, that could be really risky when you think about the fact that one of the spots we know of for a fact that would be very rich in Kuvaki would be where Columbina's been staying, right?
Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two
We'll have to
locations
split
are
up.
quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rerir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
But not just that, too. There was a barrier that protected them from the Kuvaki cannon. And Columbina herself admitted it wasn't her. She had no part in that shield, so. Huh.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here.
And if we do run into Rear, what then?
Depending on the group, ultimately try to retreat. With any luck, due to his rationality and sanity being so fucked, he might not care about us unless we directly get in his path of Kuvaki collecting.
That's when you follow the third rule of
Run
treasure
like
hunting.
the wind.
Run like the wind.
Exactly. Smart.
Didn't you say the third rule was go with the flow?
No. That was the second one that she forgot about, okay, Paimon?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation,
Go
with the flow means go find backup.
Yeah.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rerir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Okay, you two. I have all the faith. Then it's us and Paimon. Yehoda searching from above. Go to the Frostmoon Scion Enclave, which is a decent distance. Let's teleport to it. Oh, with Yehoda and Flynn's. I think that's Lauma? It is, okay.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost. It feels like we're sitting on
Oh,
a powder
jeez.
keg that could go off at any second.
No, I should take a
I
screenshot.
hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
It is true. There's one thing about facing the danger head on and facing the danger when it decides to jump out at you.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to
that's
his
not
place, he was already gone. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Aino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rerir. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one!
Yehoda, I'm proud of you for wanting to face him one-on-one, but I don't think that's gonna turn out great, okay? Oh, jeez.
Wait, he's actually here?
No,
I didn't
wait.
mean it! I swear!
Huh. I don't think it would be him. So, Yehoda, it's okay. I think you can breathe, but
No, it's
coming from... Please, we cannot... We're early into the quest. Nothing should be wrong with Columbina, okay? We just started.
Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Oh, shit. Nope. Please, no. It's too early for this.
Let's get over there, quick!
That's the place I was thinking when they were talking about... Oh, just cutscene. Fuck. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, stop! Get out! Oh. Oh! Jeez! That was so close! God.
Why is he attacking the damsel elect? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him.
Yeah, if he lets us. Ooh, yeah, Yehoda, I don't know if you're gonna have a good angle.
Yehoda, get Kutar out of here.
Ooh.
On it.
Yikes.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now you shall plunge into darkness.
Oh, get out.
Flinders,
Olympus?
I will find a way.
What?
Watch out.
No, 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 no. Oh, no! Oh! Ooh. Oh! Oh, no, that got her a little bit. Oh! Oh, yeah. Let's go! Oh, Nefa! Thank you for the cover. Come on! We got out! Oh, God, that was so tense. The wild hunt is spreading now.
Find them, even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Oh, gosh. I wasn't expecting something like that so early in.
That was too close.
Oh, yeah, no, we were...
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's one of the 5 sinners, and that probably wasn't his full strength either.
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about?
We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Are you good though, Columbina? You did take a hit for Yehoda there, which I'm thankful for, but I want you to be careful.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Mm-hmm. That is the case, Anefa.
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge.
There was that aspect, but I definitely think it might have more ties to just her relations to the moons in general. Given that he said a name, I didn't write it down. I was too caught up in the moment, but
It is also possible that he covets the
Mhm.
Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on. But right now, devising a counter strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this.
yeah, it's not looking great.
Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So
He
as
might.
long as we can sneak out of Nod Krai undetected.
I don't think that's gonna work, Yehoda.
No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Running is our only option.
Oh, well, you know, when she says it, it just well, to be fair, I don't think she necessarily means the full extent Yehoda means, but there you go.
Huh?
The what? That's not just what I was thinking.
You seem surprised.
Yeah.
But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late.
I don't
can
want you to
distract
risk
him,
yourself like
So
that.
you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not sure if I personally can agree with this plan.
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf. A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
That doesn't mean we're gonna be okay with having you be bait and, genuinely risk your life. And it will be your life for ours.
We can't just roll over
Yeah.
and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together.
Oh, Yehoda.
Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
We don't give each other up just to save ourselves. It's not our motto. Never will be.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
Running away won't solve anything. We stand and fight no matter what.
But
I understand where you're coming from, but it's not that simple.
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
That is going to be a lot to think about with our limited time.
thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now.
We'll find a way. It's our turn to help you.
Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining.
Mm-hmm.
I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected
By the world.
The 3 moons belong to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength.
That's not good. That's why we need the moon marrow to borrow the eternal moon's power.
The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the frost moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find
The? Oh, fuck. Of course they're onto us right when something big's about to happen.
It's the wild hunt!
Yep, we do not have much time to discuss anything.
Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means
They
Rerir
found
won't be
us.
far behind.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Okay. Oh,
Observe. Close your eyes.
They just keep coming! This is driving me nuts!
it's not gonna be simple.
Rerir's closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Futar's house to escape! This goes on much longer.
Yeah,
Observe.
drastic measures are gonna have to be taken very soon.
With one heart, we pray. Forest,
Oh my god.
Go claw! Ding dong!
Ow.
Installation chamber
Don't
deployed.
hit the child.
Ultimatum protocol.
I say is a
Close your
fucking
eyes. Night falls.
crazy, insane person's coming to murder us.
for the everlasting forest.
Beware the creatures of the night. Be silent. To dust.
Look! Look, a rainbow!
Yeah, it's not giving me the option to run,
Cleanup
so
sequence
I
initiated.
think
Annihilation
we're
mode.
just in a picture.
Leave this place.
Observe. Be silent.
Oh, I don't like that that's loaded.
Forest,
I don't like
protect
this.
us by the frost moon.
Preparing for dust up.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Ooh! Wait! That's... Yep, that was Varka's blade. Hey, Varka!
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir?
Guys, I don't know if we should be so calm in this moment.
Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later.
Yeah, yeah,
Right
yeah.
now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
Huh?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
What is this place that has Yehoda so excited?
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nod Krai, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network. AKA the Black Market of Intel.
Okay.
No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nod Krai, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nod Krai should be pretty familiar with me by now. But I believe this is the first time we've met.
Mm-hmm. We've heard from you via letter, but we've never actually been introduced.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected. But you definitely have that
Gotta cover your tracks there, Paimon.
vibe.
All the giggling. Oh,
Well,
God.
I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though.
Ah, tell me about
Rushed
it.
back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Yep, we happened to run into him, and that led to our predicament.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
That definitely could be part of it.
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
What was it? I'm very curious on how you were looking at his strength levels there in Effa at the beginning.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nod Krai? Why has the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Aino brings Varka up to speed about what's happened before.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nod Krai is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. That's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown
Yeah, the
catastrophe.
one time he's out.
And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next.
True. Very true.
And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might
Not
not be an
entirely a
entirely
bad
bad
thing.
thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere.
I do see that logic, yeah.
That said, while I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal
almost forgot
Kuvaki
that.
blast. I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nod Krai Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No. Still doesn't ring a bell.
So that didn't help out.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them.
We can't always rely on that backup, though.
Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose.
A red herring. Like, does he have someone... Even if, like, they're not, like, directly working with him, do we think there's a possible third party that knows of, like, his actions and wants him to cause chaos? And so they're kind of planting little helpful things around.
I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated
That's
all
what
of
I'm
this by
thinking.
himself?
Like, could he physically be doing, like, maybe he can. I'm not going to discount maybe he is the sole perpetrator, but I just feel like there has to be more.
The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nod Krai of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one. First, we need to figure out how to take down Rerir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nod Krai's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rerir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
As it stands, it's already us against a fucking mountain. But the longer we delay because we don't have a plan, he just gets stronger.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
A new power of our
How
own.
so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting...
The iridescent moon, the last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, the solution is feasible. However, it is subject
Yeah,
to
how
one
do we
major
locate
condition.
it? And
How do we
if it's
locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
depending on if it's in a location like, let's say, a Fatui area, because what if it was a Fatui area? Would we actually be able to acquire it?
I know a way, but we will need
Yeah.
to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes, I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted.
Yep.
You
I'll
shouldn't
go
go
with.
alone.
It's kind of risky for me, but you know what? I'll go with. No problem.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarear's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady.
Yeah, his very first move.
People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nod Krai for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nod Krai has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh?
Oh!
That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Hi, Nefer. When did you get here?
She heard me.
Yeah, I know. You're not gonna live that down. The ominous
Boss!
first person.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Oh.
Details, details. Miss Nefer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarear. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one.
Oh.
And I'm talking all the factions in Nod Krai.
That's a big ask. Because, you know, everyone has their own feelings on it. And, you know, there's always going to be the party that even if literal imminent death is within reach, they'll still be like, no, I could never. It's just how people are.
We can't do this without the Curatorium. But I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer?
Why wouldn't Nefer know about this place? Like, I was surprised she was here, but this does seem like an area she would have knowledge on.
Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
But Paimon, Nefer.
You really think he could have gotten settled in
Yeah.
Nod Krai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
You mean...
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh?
You bring Nefer up to speed on what's been happening.
Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets,
Yep.
I wish you all the best of luck.
Immediately detached, you know, in the sense of, like, I wish you all the best, but not I'll be helping you.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
I mean, if Rerir wants to cause total chaos and destruction, survival? But it is true other than survival? I don't know. If, like, people come to hear about the threat, hearing that you were one of the key pieces to stopping the threat, that could bring you more business. I'm trying to think from her standpoint.
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard, so I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a moon chanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you
Oh.
can take the difference out of my next few paychecks.
Oh no, Yehoda, that's so sweet, but I think she'll just stop paying you. Oh, that's so nice, you know, Yehoda having that instinct naturally to kind of try to stay away from danger, but in this moment, it's literally immense death coming if we can't do anything, and she's still willing to be like, please, boss, like, if whatever they can come up with isn't enough, like, maybe my next few? Like, I'm sure eventually it will cover it, right? Oh.
Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that, but that is true.
If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
Oh? That break through some of your defenses?
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay.
Hey, you know, it wasn't much of a favor. It was quite the moment.
You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again.
I don't want it happening again, so I'll count on it not happening with her, okay? Thank you, Nefer. Thank you. Oh my god, Yehoda. I also want to thank you. Thank you.
Flynn's, that fragment that Rerir was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Hi, Bon. Why wouldn't she?
Shh. This is top secret information.
Okay.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him. I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes.
I swear it's built into their default.
I'm way ahead of you here. And Nefa
Oh.
did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Krumkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me.
Well, damn, I know. Look at you two go.
Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nod Krai. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
Just, an average Tuesday.
All right then. We'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed!
Okay. Ooh. Back to the Fatui base. Oh! Oh, this looks so cool! The heck? It's the three of us in the corner! Oh my god, I was blocking it.
Lady Damselette. Wait. And you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau?
We are simply, being escorts.
We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Huh! You really think that's gonna scare us off?
Paimon, let's not feed the, conflict, you know.
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Sandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Let them in.
She's like, guys, stop your fucking talking. Just let them in.
But...
The music.
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
Maintenance day, okay. I don't know. I came into Nod Krai not knowing what to expect from either Columbina or Sandrone, and this has been really interesting. Every time.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
But you seem to have a vendetta against this Ririer, so I do think, even if we're not colleagues, you might totally want to be there to possibly rip him to shreds. I don't know. It's just the brief feeling you gave me.
I promise it's nothing big.
It's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity.
Okay, okay.
Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
Oh! Oh! She said, I'm gonna buy it, but like, the only reason why I need you is to get into contact with Arlecchino.
What?
Holy shit.
Huh? You mean the knave?
Yeah.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nod Krai?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nod Krai are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Me and...
Ririer is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
Marionette seems lost in thought, but she doesn't look surprised. She must know more than she was letting on. I don't understand what Arlecchino has to do with the iridescent moon's marrow, but at this point, I have no choice but to go along with Columbina's plan.
Is that a no, then?
We're only doing this to stop Ririer. He's our common enemy.
As if I need reminding. I was this close
you mean
to
this
settling
close to
things
getting
with him
crushed?
before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Oh, tea parties?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here.
Oh, so you guys had tea? As long as you're talking about, like, genuine, like, you guys just have tea parties?
If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
Insensitive guests who've been asking where you've gone. Okay, so at least these three, while I wouldn't describe them close, they aren't as hostile as I imagine.
I bet you served them the worst tea
Oh,
you have.
damn!
Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people.
Oh. Ooh. I mean, yeah, no, there was that instance too when Polonia was just referred to as that robot by Yehoda. And she took that she was really upset by that. Who cares how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people.
First Rosaline,
Yeah.
now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Well, duh.
Okay,
What
so
else?
damn.
Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment.
No, you wanted to see what she would like. Oh my god, they were... They actually were, again, I don't know if I could say friends, but they were on way better terms than I could have thought. Or was she genuinely trying to introduce Columbina to new flavors? Maybe all that coldness is just an act, and they actually get along? Or at least, like, they're friendly enough, right? Because even friends, we see it with how I know when I leveled her up to 4 at the beginning of this stream. She mentions, like, Yehoda and Effa technically argue, well, mainly Yehoda, but, argue back and forth, but they're actually really close.
Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too.
I can see
but I
that.
guess we won't be seeing him again.
Yeah, the captain. Oh.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Fevronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
It's time for tea.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
I mean, that's, I imagine, normally true. But in this case, I feel like it wouldn't have mattered. But there's also the look on her face. I know we can't always gauge it from that, but, like, genuinely hurt from her leaving.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction.
Ooh.
I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do.
As I do.
The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear.
Yeah, so the Tsaritsa gave her shelter and protection, and that was it. But it was the Fatui that demanded everything.
I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to.
That was what I felt back when when Columbina pulled us out of the fight initially. It's like, if their goal was to bring Columbina back, Sandrone then and there had, like, a good chance, and then, now she knows her place of hiding. So she could have just went back, but she didn't, so.
But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff,
Hey!
the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Hey, I did not mean to cause that much trouble. She says that, but she's the one who just caved and agreed to help. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I'm sorry she's hanging out with us, but clearly your friendship still matters.
Guess that's our cue to leave.
We can't keep, we better not keep Varka and the others waiting.
That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer.
Sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer?
What do you mean? Listen.
Ooh. The music that's in the background right now. Yep. Okay. He's not supposed to be on to us that quickly. Oh, shit.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this.
Okay.
Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself?
Oh, yeah, no, Columbina even shook her head. She was like, no.
You'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
I do believe that.
Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapons system.
Just be careful, okay?
Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Sure. Oh. All of these conflicts and, different issues really
Let's pick up where we left
put
off.
such a painful divide into things. But also,
It's your
please,
wild
genuinely,
monstrosities
holy shit.
versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
I hope you. Also, is that still broken from when we broke it? Oops. Jeez. Oh, wait, is this from the trailer? Oh my gosh. Holy. Zombie invasion. Zombie invasion. Ouch. My health bar is going down. I don't like this. Oh my gosh. Why are they allowed to get so close? He's going all in. Oh, I can't hit that one. Did Aino's duplicates not really, like, decoys not work as well as she was hoping? Okay. I can hit you now, thank you. Like, I'm not doubting Aino, it's just it is true, I imagine he's a little bit more complex. Oh,
Good work, Bosco 1. Bosco 2, prepare to fire!
they have names. Her and Aino should actually get along. Come on. We need to live through this and become friends, okay? Maybe not us, like, you know, Traveler and you, because, you know, we have caused some issues for you that I imagine have been not fun. But you have to understand our point of view as well. I will admit, shooting this giant, like, basically cannon is kind of fun. Oh, God. Get out of my face. Hopefully everyone else isn't running into hordes like this. Like, if they're this deployed, even if it is just because we were with Columbina, I feel like he would go to extremes with this.
That's it! Keep them pinned down! Don't let them get near!
Oh my gosh. I need to remember to aim a little bit low. The flame isn't necessarily their head. Oh gosh.
Okay,
Ooh.
now, deploy all backup units. Get in there and hold the line.
Get out of here. Oh my god, the robots are down.
They're more tenacious than I thought. Whatever. This is where the real fun begins.
As long as you're excited about it. I'm trying to focus the big guys. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I know I need to throw in worry about
This is over. I'll put you all back together again. I promise.
Oh. Again, this really sounds like you and Aino would actually get along. I shouldn't think about this in the middle of war, but it's a thought I have. No! No!
Finally, the Ranger himself. Time to...
Colin, the Sandrone, what? Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh, he's just... Oh! Oh no! Jeez.
Polonia, get him!
Okay.
I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here.
Yep, no, his sole focus is Columbina. He's not even giving a fuck about what she's saying right now. Oh.
Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Curse it, Moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Oh. Oh, hey, I did not like that you cut us out. I don't appreciate that. It's just, I think that's, yeah, you in the corner.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
It does.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frost Moon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor?
Oh gosh.
That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
Oh. What was that glance about?
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well.
I unfortunately share that opinion.
I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
I see that, but
if you ask me, you're about as far
but
from
that's also
ordinary
true.
as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
I do see it as a pretty big negative there. I'm sorry, I'm like
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Eh?
Yeah,
Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Oh, the one she said she treasures. Damn, okay.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me. She's a good person.
I love that you really have that much faith and trust, but my brain's trying to come up with who this could be, and the few options I have, I feel like you're being really nice. A little too nice. Oh, that's a face.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I know who
time
you're
for you to
talking
go.
about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Yep, get out. Woo! A few moments later.
Quit dragging me. I genuinely can't run any further.
She can drag you all she needs.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally
Huh.
swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee.
No, you're not. Dory, I swear to God.
See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
That's all it takes for you to consider her nice? Oh no, Yehoda. Yehoda, my sweet summer child. Don't fall for her. Don't. She is not this kind of person you believe for her to be.
Dory Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big in Nod Krai, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Nod Krai. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods
Yeah,
ever
you've
since.
been upcharging it by 30%
so that
too.
no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer.
I don't know if this will stay the same. What's Nefer's request here?
Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangamabe is nothing if not generous.
You scammed a child out of 800,000 Mora. You're not generous.
So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble. I've got everything you could possibly need. And the more you buy, the more you'll save.
Okay, Dory, you might want to prepare yourself for what exactly the issue is here.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
Yeah.
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea?
When did the Academia have jetpacks? What?
At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit
that's
Nod
good.
Krai in the near future.
In the near future. We need like this instant, but okay.
If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
The
Of
music
course
cut.
not. I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Hey, you know what? I don't give a crap about your personal use, okay? We are in life or death situation, and you know, you just said you wouldn't roll over and die. We won't either.
Let's just say I'm
Ooh,
borrowing it.
yep.
All right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you
Damn.
$1 million more. Deal?
Oh, okay, that must be... she saw money opportunity, but also the fact that she didn't want to part from it, though.
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
As if we didn't talk scary things.
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back,
Oh.
friend.
Don't trip up on your way back.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Oh, Yehoda, I need a... Mualani, can you open a separate branch over here? Please help Yehoda.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin.
Okay. Let's see what this ritual has to offer.
After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound.
After laying down on the ground, the ground rules for everyone.
Now then, let us peer into the Raker of
Ooh.
Solnari's past.
This is gonna be scary. That's without a doubt.
I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria.
I doubt that.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
She's wearing the little thing that Dory had. This, ooh. I was not ready for that door to open. Pretty comfortable life. I know I skipped some of that. Ooh! Ooh! I wasn't expecting to see the reflection. I got curious. Ooh, so this was him? At least what, before everything that happened. Huh. That's cool. There was another time they did something with a mirror. I don't know why I felt so inclined to go over there. No jumping's allowed. Okay. A handwritten note.
Hi, Rivir. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu.
Okay.
I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home. A few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like them.
They didn't sign their name. But they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
Yeah, there's like a few options on who that could be, but
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone.
That's the name that was said.
Thelindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it.
Who's this Thelindis?
Joseph asked why I came alone, but I didn't really have an answer. He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Thelindis. That's the same name Ririer mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that? I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight?
That could make sense, yeah.
That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings. They even use alchemically modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Buy what?
Making a big purchase.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is.
Most of what's written in the diary are the mundane details of everyday life. It's clear that the author was an ordinary Conrayan, or at least that they were passing themselves off as one. The author's handwriting doesn't reveal anything. It's neither showy nor stiff. In fact, it doesn't really leave any particular impression.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks. Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
Near the end of the diary, you notice a page with a shallow indentation along the bottom. The previous page has been torn out. For now, its contents remain a mystery.
Did Rary rip it out himself?
But pen marks like these leave a trace. With something like charcoal to add some color, you just need to find the right angle. When Nefer looks around, she sees a fine charcoal pencil on the desk. Before long, she has restored the missing words. Compared with the forgettable handwriting from before, these lines have been scrawled in a rougher, more haphazard way, as if the person who wrote them was in an emotional state.
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled.
Fallen moon, withered, windless grove.
It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that?
I mean, maybe for reference of the moon? Or there are some things that could maybe come up as possibly a little bit I don't know if suspicious isn't the word, but it does stand out. But other than that, I don't know.
The burial place of
Yeah,
the
like
fallen
that.
moon.
That's one of the bigger lines I see, but... Is that everything here? This is still so trippy. The music for this area, too.
Right here. Over here.
Oh, Dane! Holy shit, it's Dane!
Dane! Oh, and, Vedelfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
We're straight up just seeing it.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
Of course, we're currently not seeing him.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question?
Oh.
How's that coming along?
Gonna pop the big question.
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
I know, it is kind of strange to think about.
I just didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
Oh, still haven't...
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now.
Would she? I don't know. What's his specifics in job?
A member of the King's Guard.
Hmm.
Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Fed?
It's nothing.
I don't quite believe you when you say it's nothing.
Vedifulnir, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man. And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades? Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
It is intriguing, his reaction like that.
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rere looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
True. And so visionary, could it like seeing what's going to happen? I don't know. Huh. Going back to the mirror. Ooh. Okay, we get to see the person he's talking about.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been?
Her eyes look interesting.
Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
Isn't that a good thing?
Who knows? Sometimes it is, other times it isn't. Depends on the topics when talking.
Vedifulnir showed up today, too. You know, Dainslift's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifulnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He held back. Would that be why he held back on the topic he wanted to mention? Because he saw something, and if he was hesitating like that, it probably wasn't good, right?
He overheard Dainslift mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You could be such a child sometimes, Rebrier. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us?
That's the thing. You think you're a bunch of quote-unquote nobodies, but...
I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Rebrier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Like I said, I need some time to decide.
Time to decide.
You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
That is smart. But is there
Alright.
more to that time?
Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Because she did note his hesitation, and I think she might be onto something more, but...
Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference. Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense. The opposition tried to speak out, but nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies. A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
That is a good question.
Thelindis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revere.
Gil? Like, those are really good questions, and no matter, like, you can ask different people and all answers, like, may resonate with others, and then for other people it will not, but okay.
I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain, and that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelindis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
The ball tonight?
You go ahead. I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big shots, huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late. If you keep me waiting too long, I won't be a happy bunny.
Relax. I'll be there. Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Yep.
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
They are two different things. You are very correct on that one.
All right. White outfit it is.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work?
The smile.
Let's dig a little deeper.
a little deeper.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Ray here of Solnari. In total, we apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon, and 67 accomplices.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
No longer have no need for a dead moon? Oh, okay. Having ties with the page that was torn out, maybe?
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored. Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Yeah, that's true.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll
Yes,
sure
that
as
would
heck
be
be
a
the one to
point.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Ray here of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
Thanks, Thorkel.
I have such
You
a
look
bad
after
feeling
yourself,
about this.
too.
It's not looking good. But it's true, there's
Felindis,
one
I
thing.
never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to.
And I believe that. It's rough because, like you said, so they didn't get a choice, right? They were orphans, so it was more of there was no way for them to turn it down. And I would understand her too, though, for having the reaction of knowing that's what the real job was, and knowing I imagine from her demeanor, though, she also would have the understanding of why it would have been so hard to bring up. And, the fact that she seems clued in that there's some stuff he just isn't allowing himself to say and is holding back. But it's so tricky.
But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost. Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Felindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction.
I mean, if it's something where whatever he speaks comes true, I'd be concerned about the hesitation and clear opinion.
Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like. I've investigated this whole area now. There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else?
What?
Wait a second.
Yeah,
What's
is
this
that?
black smoke?
I, I'm glad you asked, Nefer. I was actually hoping you had the answer. Ooh, was that like a fucking ghostly face? Maybe I was just seeing things, but
So
right?
he's late after all. Just you wait, Rarier. You're in for it.
Why
Big
is
time.
why would this memory be in a dark fog?
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Oh, sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
I'm very scared. I don't know why I'm suddenly very well. I mean, huh? I'm terrified.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none
Ooh.
of them are as pretty as you.
Ooh, I don't want to keep going.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm intimidated.
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes.
Oh!
You'll see I'm not lying.
Oh! X's!
May we have a word in private?
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of her kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out.
Oh shit. Is she gonna learn about this from this kid here? That is the fucking worst. Oh no. I mean, I honestly do believe she needed some idea because it's fucking risky. Being that close and not knowing. It's risky even with knowing, but especially not knowing. And
Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason you're getting drawn in.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
Because?
How strange. Rarier was nowhere to
Yeah.
be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to Thalindis.
I'm sorry, I'm really trying to think here. So we got one of her memories, distinctly her. And she got mentioned back when we were barely, saved by the critical situation, right? And then we still don't know about the force that has been helping us either when it came to, giving us the clues with the books. And then even the force that protected Hisi Isle and all of that. Could they be tied? I'm just trying to throw together if there's going to be... I mean, it's obviously just a rear thing, but it could make sense for her to... Especially, it depends. Does she confront Rarier about this? And how does that go?
Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment?
Wait, his heart. Wasn't the fragment Flint's have... It's his heart, right? And he mentioned that he would have thought his heart withered away if it wasn't for her. But it's just... like, I would see that's why maybe she would have that, like, impact, and, it's clear that that's why a lot of the memories here are around his desire to protect her and kinda keep her out of it, and while at the same time being scared of his actual job being revealed. But
The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
what was the kid gonna say? I wanna know more. That seems so important.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rurir's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Yeah, seems like it.
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy!
Oh, yeah, no, Yehuda, you're worthy of everything. It's okay.
I gotta admit, though, I'm
Yeah.
itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I want to know more about what's going on her side of things. Especially now that she has info, like, his job.
I'm just as curious as you are. But the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now.
So we'll have to come back to it, maybe?
Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too.
Yeah, one of us met a stampede of wild hunt, but it's okay. Sandrone blew them up.
Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
Fine, smoothly.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Oh, geez, that's such a big group that's gonna be. Was that me? That could have been Varka. I don't know. I barely, if I'm being honest, I glanced at the big group.
They've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These
2
things just
days.
won't quit. They might not have seen us yet, but with them constantly sweeping the area, our way out is completely blocked.
We'll just have to sneak past. Nice and quietly.
Oh, that's never gonna work. One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rear. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again.
Be that as it may, we still have to try.
Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to zip it.
Okay. Everyone quiet. Oh, why are you guys
Quick, hide! We almost got spotted. Phew, that was a close call.
I got distracted by the fucking Lunoculus over there, but what's with the no jumping? Does jumping cause a bunch of noise? Mute. That's lovely. That is a fucking horde.
Watch out! It's coming this way!
Stop taking control!
Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
Paimon, I thought we said be quiet.
Oh, there's no end to these things.
Surely there must be another way out. Oh, come on.
Fire.
Arlecchino? Is it Arlecchino?
Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire!
You say, oh no, I think that's our one-way ticket out of here. That was quick. Yep. Holy shit. Destroyed.
Zandrone was right.
Oh!
You look weak, Columbina.
Oh my gosh. What an entrance.
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Are we going maybe back to when Arlecchino showed up? Otherwise, why would you cut that off? But yeah, we did get a...
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
Wait, did I actually see Mika?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy? Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
No, that's Fremi. I'm so focused on Mika, but that's so Fremi.
Hello, Miss Sandrone.
You
Father
talked
sent
about
us over to help.
You talked about Arlecchino. Oh my, I wasn't. Oh my god. Sorry, I wasn't prepped to see these guys. Look at them.
How considerate of her.
Yeah, as always, you know, Arlecchino the considerate.
Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines.
Lynette, how the hell did you break that further? Why did those pop off from you fucking poking it? We know that you have a habit of dismantling and, like, breaking the things, but, like, how?
Nearly every machine that cat girl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Damn. Yep, we could tell, who, doesn't get along. Actually, wait, now I'm scared. Lynette, you wouldn't happen to accidentally possibly be able to cause issues for, like, let's say an Effa or 70% sweet, you know?
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you.
You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
No, that's actually nice. Yeah, here's our big group. Maybe I saw Fremi out of the corner of my eye and threw me off? I don't know. I love that it's just us three in the corner. Anyways, we gotta absolutely get going to our base. Pine Flint. Don't get your high ground advantage while flying. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, there's another one. Have I just not been here? at us.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Yeah, no, if it wasn't for assistance, things could have been a little extra rough, but we managed.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others? And what about Nefer?
It is true, we're not all back.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy us some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Well, I'm sure Yehoda can fill us in on that.
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. Then let's get right into it. But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
This is our... I'll say friend, but you know...
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Yeah, the X is in the I. Is that the connection? Can that be the connection? I'm sorry, my brain is working really... Yeah, Lauma, are we like sharing the same thought right now?
Those eyes. Oh, where
Oh,
have I
shit,
seen
yeah,
them
I missed it.
before?
Where do you...
Of course.
Yeah.
Those memories we just saw.
Exactly. So, okay.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
Hey, you know, we could be simple Tea Party buddies. It's just a thing, you know?
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nod Krai, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
Oh gosh, why is the air so... I get why the air is...
Here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
Oh my god, I was just commenting on it and she just needed to share the brain cell with me. Oh. Gosh. It did get so uncomfortable.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nod Krai belong to Mondstadt.
Yeah, true.
Mr.
True.
Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Arlecchino was instrumental in helping us save the whole of Fontaine. I'm confident we can trust her.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles.
No, I understand. Trust me, when Fontaine came up, we turned away some people who are actually pretty close friends now because of the same thing.
We have our own way of doing things here in Nod Krai. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power.
Oh, would that explain why, of the interactions described briefly, it seemed like Arlecchino maybe had the most, I'm saying this with quotes, but fondness of her?
Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all.
Who knows? It could be dangerous. I'm not I'm not gonna push it too much. I'm very curious about it, Yehoda. Trust me, I am, but I don't wanna push too much in the moment.
But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again
Poor
now.
girl.
I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers,
Oh, the
after
look.
all. One look, and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Oh, just the turn! The head tilt! Oh my god. Oh. But no, it's true, Yehoda. Be careful. As much as I just said we can trust her, I do want you to be a little bit wary.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top secret intel.
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
Dregs of the Crimson Moon. I actually want to jot that down now. Okay. Oh, that got her to look over.
Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
Yeah, that got a decent reaction from her.
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson
Oh,
Moon
yeah,
and
Columbina even
Eclipse,
looking over
and
at
a
her.
whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
Oh,
To my knowledge, those were the names of two different
Conrian
dynasties.
dynasties. Okay. But no, that's so Crimson Moon and Eclipse. But two different Conrian dynasties.
Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection.
Okay.
But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers.
Last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty.
In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis.
Tholindis?
What's the matter?
Just after Rerir regained his body, he called out that name.
Verifany, Granddaughter, Flinders,
Yeah, Rhine daughter got brought in too, but yeah.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Yeah, no. She definitely had an air of knowing more. Like, clearly she didn't know his position, but she was up, like, onto him that something was up.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contained some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
Well, no
would that
shortage of
be?
potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tholindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me though, Were these pure-blood Conorians we're talking about here?
True. The Lindis wasn't. Like, Conrians are distinct from their, well, at least the Conrians we are. And then in the moment, you know, we had the one kid with the X in the eyes. And then we have, like, the Conrians we know through Dane, stuff with Kaya. You know, it's like they have their own, distinct, almost like star in their eye. The Lindis didn't have that.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian...
The curse of immortality. But that's the thing. She definitely did not seem to be. Not that they would know.
Just like how it was with the captain.
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
But the thing is that it's possible they ended on a fucked up note because of the truth she was learning, right? And, like, maybe, I don't know, this is really betting on us trusting a bunch of things in between the knowledge we've seen.
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that.
Then that we still have that mysterious friend who helped us.
That merchant who Nefer knows, Dory Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
We need to stop giving Dory business. I know she's helping us, but man.
All right, then. Let's keep working in our separate teams.
Wait, we wouldn't have to hire her, maybe, because she's talking about Alice. If Alice is, but it depends on what soon means. And this is Alice we're talking about.
Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar. At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers to go wipe them out.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass the news on to Flint's. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
Alright then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy.
Okay.
Our reinforcements should be here any minute now.
Any minute, you say.
Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
Excited to find out who these reinforcements are. Parka just waiting.
We're back.
Good to see you guys.
Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late.
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The
Way
decoys are getting
faster.
taken out way faster than we imagined.
Yeah, no, this man is on a warpath, so it's not much they can do.
I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flint's?
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Nod Krai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in 2 places at once.
Genuinely, I think there's another party involved. In what capacity, I don't know, but...
Flins, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nod Krai are rallying to fight back against the Wild Hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsfartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal's a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Damn, of course. In like this life or death crisis, fucking snacks is what you care about, I know. This oh god. Oh no.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
Maybe only towards Varka.
What does that mean?
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It sounds so done. He's like, guys, please, why are we betting on this? Now's not the time.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
We already decided that Anefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsfartnir on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch. Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
Back to them. Let's go. Her, like, scarily drinking tea. That was her loading. I almost want to move. Like, blocking you guys from, like, the fun details. This is giving me so many, Natlan vibes. Like, in the sense of just the map and having, like, the different things going on at the same time.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
To cross over?
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you got planned? We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how do you?
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon. And one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds Flames.
Two Worlds Flames.
Huh?
Okay. We at least kept our reaction a little quiet.
Are you serious? Isn't you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient Conria?
There was signs, but of course you guys wouldn't have known because you weren't able to see anything.
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out.
Going back to, you know, her story animation video. Your hands.
Exactly. That is why my hands are like this too. At first I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the Abyss to prolong its
Oh,
lifespan.
fused with the abyss.
Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the Abyss. You all understand the nature of the Abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, and that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug-of-war.
Whew. Sounds intense.
No, it definitely does.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon or the Iridescent Moon that you're unclear about?
Paimon has a question. So, the crimson moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the iridescent moon, right? Which was one of the three moon sisters. Does that mean that the Karians were to the crimson moon as the frost moon scions are to the frost moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like.
It's true. We can only mildly speculate. And that's like very, very mild.
But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the Abyss. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
I saw its broken image surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project.
Yeah, let's not fucking have this info ever leaked with Dottore. I don't think he needs to know.
Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody, correct?
That's right. For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are, so with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Oh gosh, she's already crazy strong.
Deal. Then let's get started.
She's like, oh sure, why not? Okay.
Get what started? What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
Oh, let's just sit back and find out, Paimon.
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Harry, also known as Leobranto Inamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era. But setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Children from beyond the bounds of this world.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of induction ceremony?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement.
That's terrible. I don't even need to know what the refinement process was. I already disagree.
They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died?
Oh, my God.
Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon.
The fuck?
The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid, but I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual.
But there's no fireplace here.
Paimon, did you really want that to happen? I don't.
Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves?
No.
Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
Paimon, that would take us ages. I don't think that's what we're doing here, but I mean, I appreciate you deciding to sign up for the collecting of bricks.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the easy part. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open, so I won't be able to come with you. Once you're inside, you'll have to find your own way.
Understood. Don't worry, we've got this.
Very well. Then I'll open it up.
God, they really had to hit me with player V.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and confront whatever dangers might await.
Okay.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
Whoa. That's so cool.
Whoa!
Creepy. 'Cause, it's a little intimidating, but cool.
One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Do not answer.
Got it.
Ooh, that's
I
a little
sense a sinister
risky,
gloom inside, but also the familiar light of the moon. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. All right, let's go.
Who has an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. Only embers remain.
Seismic changes often begin with small windows of opportunity. This could be your window.
Should I be running this team? Oh! Yeah, it's leaving the effect of flame. I don't know if that should be the thing that's making me freak out. What the heck? That's why it's like, oh, wow, it really does just look like a red moon. Alright, screenshot opportunities. Keep arriving. Yeah, about the screenshots.
I sense your presence and grant you death and rebirth. Wait, why are you? You have crossed over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right to.
Do I know the person talking? That voice sounded so fucking familiar.
Hey, look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place. What now?
You doing okay?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss, and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon. Was this truly what you wished for?
Looks like there's only one way through here. Let's keep going and see what's up.
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog.
I understand that feeling.
Haimon's right behind you. Whatever you do, don't run off without her.
Paimon, if we get separated, I'll have a full-blown fucking meltdown. I can attest that
By the way, Kalambina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
It does look old, but it was said to what? Be fused with the abyss? So that could be why it's, you know, giving off the image of being whole, at least in theory. Oh, do I have to fight you guys, or can I run past you? I imagine I can run past. Okay. You guys can chase me. I'm fine. Ooh, down. Now it's, yep.
It was only a facade.
Yep. That is shattered, all right. Whoa. Alright guys, we have places to be. I really ran into that. Ooh, I'm glad I jumped. Ow.
Installation check.
You're blind! Blast it,
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Did it. Like, is that abyss almost? Like, you see that light, uh, like, shadow fog type deal slowly going up? Would that be what that is?
Huh?
So, the iridescent moon's marrows up there in the sky?
Huh? For real? That's way too high! There's no way we'll be able to reach it!
No. I'm not sensing anything up there.
So, a facade, or at least like the face of it?
It's coming from under the mountain.
Oh, yep, the face. Those pillars with the abyssal energy.
Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water!
Oh, ew, it's the... fuck, it's the abyss stuff, but it's what showed up in the chasm. That's what's forming what looks to be the seal on the water there.
Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort. Let's check it out!
Or at least that's instantly what I'm reminded of when I see them. Hilichurls, I hope I don't have to fight you. No.
Ooh. Looks like a device from the time of Kalia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we could activate it, we might find some clues.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Hilichurls.
Observe.
Ah,
Cleanup sequence initiated.
one down. Did the shade turn redder?
Now that the mechanism's
Ooh, the
running,
water.
the shadow in the water looks different.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, okay. Thank you, Paimon. I was curious about that.
Do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlocking the secret? Let's try to find more of them!
Thalindis,
Ooh,
we'll leave the rest
we're
of the
getting
research
memories.
in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
We'll leave the rest of the research in your hands.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Hope this isn't ruining me.
Thalindis?
Yep.
Is that Rerear's girlfriend?
Maybe that's the voice I was
Her
hearing.
voice here.
There really is something odd about hearing a voice and not seeing a face. But didn't Nefer previously mention that she was a researcher at the... Yeah?
Oh, yeah. So, do you think she was studying this strange space all along?
The abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here, like echoes or after images.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. Mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to rest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon
For
space.
me of all people.
Is it a coincidence? Or something more?
What does that mean? This is even kind of reminding me of the chasm a little bit. Not this part much,
Looks
but...
like the abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Yep, up here. Oh, the literals. I'm so sorry, you poor.
Defensive mode engaged.
May I present?
Where'd the big guy go? Hello? Sir? Oh. Sir, come back. I'd like to... Sir? Sir?
The show begins!
Sir? I couldn't kill him before.
Accelerating.
Oh, man, I can't even climb this. Enefa? Enefa? Oh, this is such a serious moment. I'm sorry. I need to find something to laugh about.
Accelerating.
Good one!
Close your eyes.
Oh. Give me a little bit more. Doesn't look like there's one facing that side, but it's also been corrupted by the abyss. Maybe there's some way for us to get around that? Yeah, it's turning into more of a, like, genuine, like, just red moon.
I see.
Oh, more memories.
So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking...
Rude. Uncensor that. The key to unlocking what?
If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end.
Blank really does exist. This place is so... Ooh. Like, we're almost directly under it. I don't know if, like, there's a way to actually... Oh, literally coming to fight us here, huh? Give you another shot. What's about to happen here?
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow.
Should be able to access.
Oh, Rebrier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness.
Oh, I was right about one thing. She looked at it from an outside view, not just saying it's all him. But every step you take is you're drifting further from what you truly desire, but you're not the root of the problem. Ever since the outsider, in reference to our twin, right? Because they, well, I mean, in my case, you know, Lumine was considered like the princess, like supposed to be the savior. The Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness?
If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
On that outsider?
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! DS' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow. Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's reflection?
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go!
So in many ways, you know, they looked up to our twin as like the savior. But is it possible that a lot of the stuff, like obviously not, I'm not saying our twin is going to be the root cause, but our twin existing there probably made some things worse, right? Oh yeah, that's kind of trippy being able to walk on water without Marina. Oh, okay, literally just kidnapped us. Oh, that loading screen's actually very ominous.
These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow.
Okay. I'll do what I can.
Chew on this!
It's not super hard, but I imagine there's a few of them.
Observe. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Ooh, yeah, no, this is very chasm. Okay. This is like really bringing me back to that time, and it's been a fucking hot
Defensive
minute.
mode.
Go claw!
Be silent. Night falls.
I imagine it's like dead for this spot. Okay, beat him up. One down. Where to go? Come on. Yep.
Insulation chamber deployed.
Close your eyes. To dust.
Chew on this!
Really, stop pushing out this way.
Defensive mode engaged. Accelerating.
You guys are insistent on stopping me. Come over here.
Cleanup sequence in.
Hang in there! We're so close!
Yep.
May I present?
Observe. Night falls.
There we go. Oh, look how like corrupted it is.
We finally did it!
The iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like an undying flame, yet now contaminated by the abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely. If we can purify the abyssal power within, we should be able to obtain its untainted essence.
Okay, leave it to me. Ooh, genuinely a... Oh.
Cold. Is it you? Are you here?
Are you here?
Huh? Are you talking to us? At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed.
I can see
And
you
I am
once
finally
more.
free. I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come.
I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart as death drew near.
I lied to you even knowing what was to come. I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart.
The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. My thoughts scattered as the cold crept in, but I could not bear to fade away like that. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago?
What was it that brought you to us?
If only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment more painful than death. You look so puzzled. That's how I felt too when I first saw you. But trust me when I say that everything happens for a reason.
No!
Farewell, Hypo.
Hypo? No, don't fade away yet. No, you're clearly we're not in the picture. You're clearly looking at Columbina and saying all of this. Like, obviously, if it's the fragment, so it'd be maybe basic thought would be the goddess, but everything she said here, I lied to you, even knowing what was to come. I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart as death drew near. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment and more painful than death. I felt that too when I first saw you. Because she mentioned it like a prologue. Back when we were first asking Columbina questions, she said her story started on the moon.
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? Oh, it sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before, right?
Perhaps.
Yeah,
she took
that's
me
what I
for
was
the
thinking
goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now.
But anyway.
That should help you regain your strength, right? Alright. Time to leave this place and meet back up with Arlecchino. Let's go!
Footsteps were not in line with our— Oh!
That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel.
Oh.
Ooh. Coming for us? Is it because we took it?
Hurry! The place is collapsing!
Oh gosh.
It wants to trap us here.
Yep.
Who's it? The abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Oh gosh. Oh, good cut, but... Oh, nice save. Okay. We got teamwork, alright. Mine? My marrow. Oh no. These cutscenes, man.
Finally!
Keep going.
Oh no! The exit's
Oh, we can do this.
They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall.
Oh,
Witness
Arlecchino.
my rise. What are you waiting for?
Come on, keep going. Oh my gosh. I have too many screenshots, but also holy heck.
Arakino? Did you save us? Wait, your hands! They're...
Yeah, I imagine that used a lot.
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay.
I worry.
The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry.
Is there anything I can do?
No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
But surely... Oh, we're so sorry, Arlecchino. Paimon can't believe you'd make a sacrifice like this for us.
We had Columbina with us. You know, I honestly think that has a lot of more weight to it. But then also, she does care about Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up
my
my
end
end of the deal.
Yep. I was gonna say Columbina.
Well, Columbina.
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return.
Oh, look, the flowers.
Feeling stronger?
Oh, come on. Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, Columbina, are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are a little at odds, that's all.
Yeah, I should have thought of that.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned, at least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough. There's no way I can hope to challenge Rayrier like this. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would.
Don't push yourself too hard.
It's okay.
It's not just you doing this.
I can take it.
Well, I want to believe you, but then also, you know, again, you're not alone in this. So if it's risky for you to do this in this moment right now, I would rather you not. The music kicking in. Ooh, okay. They're blue. But is she okay?
How about now? Fighting fit?
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Nod Krai. The Rayhir of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive
That's
now
true.
than you did
That is true.
earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the Frost Moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who you are.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Rayrier.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Oh, although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
Oh my, okay, we're going down the name situation here. Will we come up with anything in this for now, or is it just something to think about in the future?
A new name?
I mean, aren't most of these just titles given to her by others in a sense? But like, none, like when we asked what her name is, she just gave a list of all of her titles. It's like, just pick whatever you want. I don't actually have a name.
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina, they're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name.
We almost got a name.
We
I
often
have
use
an
code
idea,
names
but
in
I
the
don't know if
House
that
of the
makes
Hearth, too.
sense.
But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rerir,
I agree with that.
give it some thought. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
Let us know next time you need a hand. We'll be sure to return the favor.
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than trade compliments.
Sadly true. You what?
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength, and that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
Did I just technically get cliffhanged because I said I'm only doing Act 3? That was way shorter. Fuck it, we're going into Act 4. Hey, YouTube. Hope y'all enjoyed Act 3. I really did. I have so much information just rattling in my brain right now, trying to store itself securely.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity.
The
wanton cruelty of the few.
Definitely. We'll have to think on it. And I appreciate my many rewatches of other people playing this I'll be having. Having that, like, more info on Arlecchino was a really nice surprise. And just, honestly, getting to know Arlecchino more ever since Fontaine has been an interesting ride. You know, her being one of the first Harbingers, excluding Child, of course, that we get to know, who isn't necessarily all evil, really, right? Because we didn't actually ever have to fight her, if you exclude when we, honestly, in a way, got into this spar of a fight in her character quest. And then it's, again, always cool to learn more about the dynamics between some of the Harbingers, because we only had, like, a very tiny window into their dynamics, and we know most of them definitely don't seem to be on even somewhat neutral terms, right? So seeing it with, like, Sandrone, Arlecchino, and Columbina, and, like, the tea parties, and just the way too with Sandrone, like, this separation, like the losing people, the mention of the captain, how he's not coming back either. All cool to see get built up. But I'm super excited. I'm probably gonna regret starting Act 4. I don't know, who knows, maybe Act 4 is about the same length and I won't regret it. But just note I'm probably gonna be sitting here for, if this was 3 hours, I'm expecting at minimum another 3 to 4 hours. So thank you all for watching. If you want to catch me live, just stalk the the Twitch page, guys. Link is clearly in the description as always. But yeah, I appreciate you all, and leave your thoughts down below. And I hope you all have a great day. Till next time, YouTube. Bye bye.